Thank you, Sarah. That was a good introduction. I appreciate that. I am so honored today to introduce Opal. I think that this is just an honor, and without further ado, let's get started. Opal Tometi is a Black feminist writer, communication strategist, and cultural organizer. She is a co-founder of Black Lives Matter with Alicia Garza and Patrice Cullors-Brignac, the historic political project and leader Full Network was launched in the wake of the murder of Trayvon Martin in order to explicitly combat implicit bias and anti-Black racism and to protect and affirm the beauty and dignity of all Black lives. Ms. Tometi is currently at the helm of the country's leading Black organization for immigrant rights, the Black Alliance for Justice Immigration, BAJI, a national organization that educates and advocates to further immigrant rights as racial justice together with African American, Afro-Latino, African, and Caribbean immigrant communities. As the executive director at BAJI, Opal collaborates with staff and communities in Los Angeles, Phoenix, New York, Oakland, Washington, D.C., and communities throughout the southern states. The organization's most recent campaign helped win family reunification visas for Haitians displaced in the 2010 earthquake. Ms. Tometi supports and helps shape the strategic work of Pan-African Network in defense of migrant rights and the Black Immigrants Network, international and national formations respectively dedicated to people of African descent. She has presented at the United Nations and participated with the UN's Global Forum of Migration and Commission of the Status of Women. Prior to becoming executive director, Opal worked as co-director and communications director at BAJI. Her contributions include leading organizing efforts for the first ever Black-led rally for immigrant justice and the first congressional briefing of Black immigrants in Washington, D.C. Additionally, she coordinated BAJI's work as launch partner with Race Forward's historic drop, the I-Word campaign, working with the campaign to raise awareness about the importance of respectful language and history through the lens of the Great Migration, the Civil Rights Movement, and current migration of the Black diaspora. Opal has been active in social movements for over a decade. She is a student of liberation theology, and her practice is in the tradition of Ella Baker, informed by Stuart Hall, bell hooks, and Black feminist thinkers. She has been published in the Oxford Dictionary of African Biographies, and in November 2014 was named a new civil rights leader by Essence magazine for her cutting-edge movement work which bridges immigrant and human rights work to the current and ever-growing Black liberation movement. She was the lead architect of the Black-Brown Coalition of Arizona and was involved in grassroots organizing against SB 1070 for the Alto Arizona campaign. As a result, she was the 2012 recipient of the Unsung Hero for Justice Award by the African American Legislative and Leadership Conference of Arizona. Opal is the former case manager for survivors of domestic violence and still provides community education on the issues. Ms. Tometi holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in History and a Master of Arts degree in Communication and Advocacy. The daughter of Nigerian immigrants, she grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, where she is a board member of the Punta movement, Bridge, right? Bridge. She currently resides in Brooklyn, New York, and is passionate about dancing and collecting art. Without further ado, please give it up for Ms. Opal.